Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. My name is Windsor Western and I am one of the co-founders of Her Campus. On Friday, May 15th, we did something that I am so proud of. We hosted I'm Still Graduating, which was an epic live virtual commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. We did this because we knew that this was something really important. We knew from our community that graduations had been postponed or canceled. We knew that members of the class of 2020 were absolutely devastated. And so we did what we could, and that was putting together a beautiful virtual commencement ceremony for graduates from high school, from college, and from graduate school. We had an incredible day, and I'm excited today to show you live, whether you're watching on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, on imstillgraduating.com, wherever you're watching. I'm glad you're here. And I am really just excited to show you what happened on Friday, replay some of my favorite speeches, and also share some special messages and opportunities, including how you, if you're a graduate of the class of 2020, could win $1,000. We have a contest running this week. So I'm going to start by talking about something really fun that happened on Friday, and that is that CNN did a whole segment about I'm Still Graduating. So I'm going to play a little bit of that for you to get us started. Here it goes.
Not be the pomp the class of 2020 envisioned, but they managed the circumstances for a great ending. One of the first big virtual graduation ceremonies will take place today at noon Eastern Time. It is called I'm Still Graduating. I'm honored to join in along with our friend Brooke Baldwin. There's actress Eva Longoria, Andrew Yang, comedian Margaret Cho, Group Love, and many more. Joining me.
Now, that was such an incredible segment. We are so grateful to CNN for showcasing I'm Still Graduating and to Allison Camerata for putting us on her morning show. So Allison was actually one of our keynotes, one of our speakers, our commencement speakers on Friday. And so I want to show you what she said to our graduates because I thought it was really beautiful and really touching. Here is Allison.
Hello, class of 2020 graduates. What an exciting day. I remember being exactly where you are so many years ago and being super excited, but also being pretty nervous because, of course, I had no idea what the future would hold, and I had no idea if I was going to be able to actually make enough money to support myself. And I remember that adults around me kept saying, "Oh, wait until you get to the real world. You have no idea how challenging the real world is. You're in college, but the real world is really tough." And I remember thinking, what are these people talking about? I have a full course load. I have a demanding internship. I have a second job that pays $5 an hour so that I can put gas into my tank. I have a long distance relationship that I'm trying to hold together. And I'm desperately trying to find my dream job as a TV reporter, which is really hard. I don't think that the real world can be any tougher than this. And you know what? I was right. My senior year was harder than the so-called real world. So I just really hope that no adults around you are trying to tell you guys about the real world, because I don't think there is any generation that is better equipped to deal in the real world than you all are. For starters, let's talk about this moment, right? So you are in the middle, we're all in the middle of this crash course in how quickly the so-called safety net can fall apart. Living through this time is living through an economic crisis. I mean, we're in economic turmoil, obviously. This is about as real a life lesson as it gets. But for a long time, you all have known about the economic disparities in this country, the haves and the have-nots. You've been talking about it longer than other people. Your generation supported universal health care as well as universal basic income long before the politicians who are just now getting around to talking about it and considering it. As for your careers, you are already entrepreneurial. Many of you are already thinking about business ideas. You are already thinking about what a fair, equitable workplace will look like and should look like in the future. You know, you're not dreamers, you're doers. And obviously, that makes all the difference in the world. You're also much more technologically savvy than the rest of us. Generation Z puts Gen Xers like me to shame in that department. I'm forever handing my devices over to my teenage daughters, like, help, why isn't it working? And, you know, in that way, you all have a good handle on the real world tools that all of us have to use. You are more socially conscious. You're more accepting of people's racial and gender differences than other generations. You are also the most ethnically diverse generation in our country's history, and you are proud of that. You're much more environmentally conscious than the rest of us, of course. You all know that climate change and pollution are real, and they are real problems that you all are going to be left to clean up because the generations before you were clueless and have tried to claim that climate change isn't really happening or that it's all a hoax. Um, at this point, you know, I sometimes wonder if you all feel like you're the only generation that is actually dealing in the real world. So I'm just here today to say thank you. Thank you for being clear eyed. Thank you for being responsible. Thank you for being realistic. Obviously, the rest of us are going to need your help in the future. You are, in many ways, our role models. Yes, this is a tough time. And yes, we are all in this together. And yes, this too shall pass. And when it does, I know that I feel better knowing that the future is in your capable hands and that you all will be leading the way. So go get them, graduates. Welcome to the real world where you have been all along. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Allison. That was so beautiful. Again, that was originally played on Friday, that commencement speech as part of our I'm Still Graduating virtual commencement ceremony. And that was Allison Camerata of CNN. Thank you again, CNN, for the primetime airtime on Friday morning in Allison's show. Next, I want to play an interview that oh, wait, no, actually, let me see what's next. Oh, next, actually, I'm going to bring on a special guest. So I have Enrica Gannis here. She's the Group Brand Director for Neutrogena. So I'm going to bring her on, and we are going to talk about the Faces of the Future initiative that Neutrogena is doing with us. All right, let's bring Enrica on. Let's see, call her right now. Hi, Enrica. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi, Windsor. It's great to meet you too. How are you?
I am great. I'm really excited to be chatting with you. So I want to go ahead and introduce you to everyone. Everyone, this is Enrica Gannis. She's Group Brand Director at Johnson & Johnson for Neutrogena. Welcome to our live stream today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, Windsor.
So Enrica, tell me, you work for Neutrogena, and Neutrogena came in such a big way as presenting sponsor for I'm Still Graduating, which was Friday, May 15th. It was such an amazing day. Why did Neutrogena come in to support the class of 2020 with support of I'm Still Graduating this year?
Neutrogena, we're just really excited to partner with her campus as we wholeheartedly share in your mission of elevating the voices of young people. I mean, participating in the I'm Still Graduating virtual celebration was an absolute no-brainer for us. We listened to the voices of our consumers on social media, and even during these highly uncertain times, we wanted to take a moment to recognize all of their hard work and share in the fact that despite all that they're going through, they are graduating, they are still pressing forward. Absolutely. So, you know, it's such a big milestone for many graduates around the world. You know, it's a rite of passage from young to preschool, going to elementary school, coming of age for teens. in middle school and high school, and of course, high school graduates transitioning into college, college graduates. I remember my college graduation being such a special day of celebration, and I had my family with me. I had my closest friends, all who endured late nights, pizza nights. And for me personally, I just couldn't be more proud of Neutrogena and this partnership. And it's a true, true honor for us to be a part of this special day with these graduates. So thank you guys for including us.
Well, thank you so much for coming in such a big way and participating. It's been really heartwarming to see all of these brands coming back and not just talking the talk, but walking the walk and giving back in such a big way to this class. I think that the actions that are taken by brands right now are going to be remembered for a very, very long time by those people who are supported. So thank you for coming in and helping make I'm Still Graduating possible. Now, Neutrogena is doing something really special with the Faces of the Future initiative. So let's talk about that. Talk to me about Faces of the Future and what Neutrogena is doing to celebrate and give back to the class of 2020.
Certainly. The Faces of the Future program is all about showcasing 20 inspiring recent college graduates, all who have really big dreams for their future. 20 Faces of Future winners will receive a $1,000 graduated gift funded by Neutrogena, a VIP ticket to Doing My Best Fest, a Her Campus experience this summer focused on career and wellness, which is so important, and inclusion in Neutrogena's Faces of the Future interactive content hub on hercampus.com.
We are so excited about this. So I want to show everyone who is watching how they can participate and get $1,000, $1,000 from Neutrogena and a VIP ticket to Doing My Best Fest. So I'm going to share my screen with everyone. All right, Enrique, can you see this?
I can. That's a beautiful site.
So this is imstillgraduating.com, which is where we were live streaming the ceremony last week. If you go to the website, you can still go back and rewatch your favorite bits of the ceremony. So that's on the homepage of imstillgraduating.com. But if you go to the top and go to Get Involved and Create Grad Announcement, you'll come to this page. Create your grad announcement presented by Neutrogena. It says, no matter what may be going on in the world, you deserve to celebrate your accomplishments as a member of the class of 2020. Below, you can create a virtual graduation announcement to share with your family, friends, loved ones, and anyone else who wants to join in on celebrating your amazing accomplishments. Every member of the class of 2020 who creates a grad announcement is eligible for Neutrogena's exciting Faces of the Future opportunity. And there are going to be 20 winners of this, which is super exciting. Each of those 20 winners will get a $1,000 graduation gift from Neutrogena to prep for life after graduation and a VIP ticket to Her Campus's career event this summer, Doing My Best Fest. So what you do, you go to this page, fill it out, you put in your hometown, a photo for your grad announcement, you talk about which degree you're receiving, from which college, if you got any honors, your favorite course, your activities and organizations, you put in your favorite quote, you upload a bio, and then really important is this hope for the future. We're really paying close attention to that, both Her Campus and Neutrogena, and you can share your social accounts as well. So I wanted to show a couple of examples. These are not members we've selected for Faces of the Future. This is open through May 22nd. So anytime between now and May 22nd, if you create a grad announcement or if you already have created a grad announcement, you are eligible to be selected as Neutrogena Faces of the Future. So here are just a few sample announcements. Again, we have not picked any winners yet. Just going to go through some sample announcements. So this is Sophia. Sophia graduated with her bachelor's in material science and engineering from the University of Florida. I know STEM is really important to Neutrogena. We're so excited that Neutrogena is supporting women in STEM in particular. So Sophia actually is going to be attending Texas A&M to get her PhD in material science and engineering. And in college, she taught a course titled Different in STEM, Confronting the Ignored Lack of Diversity in the STEM World Today, which is incredible. And she wants to be a full-time engineer and eventually a professor. So go Sophia, this is so cool.
Sophia. Congrats.
This is Shania. She just graduated from Pace Law School. She got her JD. She's from Brooklyn. And in, oh my gosh, in 4th grade, when asked what she wanted to be a lawyer. And she worked hard for it. She graduated, and in 3 years, she's graduating Pace Law School with her job secured. That is amazing. And she wants to be a judge. which is
Wow.
so amazing. We have Isabella, who just got her bachelor's in business and technology management from NYU. And she says she's a proud Latina in STEM, passionate about the environment, plant-based living, social justice, and of course, business and technology. And she's going to go work for Bank of America.
Amazing.
Cassie graduated from Florida State. She's moving to Chicago to work in the marketing industry. I know you know something about that,
That's
Enrica.
amazing. Yes, amazing. Congratulations to her. Marketing is a fun career.
It certainly is. It certainly is. Feline wants to be a physician. She just graduated from UCLA and she wants to help and treat low income minority groups and wants to give back to her community with mobile clinics in LA. And then we have profiles for two of our student speakers from I'm So Graduating. They gave such amazing speeches. So Lisa gave this really moving speech about being a person with a disability and not letting that hold her back. It was really, really beautiful and really
inspiring.
And Sana has a degree in music performance from Rutgers, and she did the most incredible musical performance on Friday. It was really, really stunning. So these are just some of the examples of grad announcements that we've seen roll in, but all of you who are watching can go to imsograduating.com, create your graduation announcement here, and then Neutrogena is going to be picking 20 of you to be featured on hercampus.com in the Faces of the Future project. You're each going to get $1,000 and $150 ticket, VIP ticket to Doing My Best Fest. So
Incredible.
Enrica, thank you so much for also supporting Doing My Best Fest.
Absolutely. You know, we see it as the role of our brand to elevate these voices. Listen to these women. They are incredible. Elevate the voices in our community as they continue to inspire all of us, including me. I feel so inspired by just hearing all the speeches over the last few days and pushing the limits of what's possible. You know, not only what's possible, but also in the bright future that we're all creating together and that they're really pressing ahead on. So thank you guys. You know, I'm excited to partner and support, and Neutrogena feels very lucky to be a part of this.
Yeah, no, we are so lucky to have Neutrogena. Doing My Best Fest is our next big initiative after I'm So Graduating. It's a virtual event by her conference, and it's focused on career wellness and money. So right now, students or recent grads can go on and register. General admission tickets are free, but we do have a VIP ticket for $150. But all 20 winners who are selected for Faces of the Future get a free VIP ticket, and we are very grateful to Neutrogena for coming in as a presenting sponsor for Doing My Best Fest. Enrica, as the last thing today, before we end our conversation, what would you like to tell the class of 2020?
That would be my pleasure. I would love to share a quote that's carried me throughout my life and my career. It's a Mahatma Gandhi quote, and it is, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." I think something these graduates are clearly already doing every day. So congratulations, graduates. You are inspiring, and we are here with you.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Enrica, for coming in and doing this interview and having this conversation with me, but also just for you and your part and having Neutrogena come in and support I'm So Graduating and Doing My Best Fest in such a big way. It's really inspiring to see, like I said, brands who walk the walk. So thank you for your support.
Pleasure. Thank you so much, Windsor. It was nice chatting with you.
All right, have a great rest of your day.
Have a great day. Bye now.
Bye. So we are so grateful to Neutrogena for coming in. And Enrica, thank you for an amazing conversation. So if you right now are a member of the class of 2020, or if you know any members of the class of 2020, just go to imsograduating.com. If you're already on imsograduating.com, you made it. Congratulations. And make a grad announcement. Everyone who makes a grad announcement between when we launched it and Friday, May 22nd, is going to be eligible to win a $1,000 gift from Neutrogena to be featured in the Faces of the Future Content Hub on hercampus.com, and to get a VIP ticket to Doing My Best Fest, which is her campus's next big event coming up on July 18th. So again, go to imsograduating.com, make a grad announcement, and you're automatically entered to win one of 20 gifts from Neutrogena of $1,000 cash. So go do that right now. Now, obviously, we are living in some pretty unprecedented times. It's a joke that we should stop saying unprecedented altogether. But we're living in some very challenging times, and the people on the front lines are our medical community. So we want to give a special shout out to all of those who are graduating and entering the medical field. Thank you. And we also want to play a segment from our graduation ceremony on Friday from those working on the medical front lines. Let's go to that. Lauren touched on something that is incredibly near and dear to our hearts, and that is the extraordinary selflessness and sacrifice frontline healthcare workers like nurses, doctors, PAs, EMTs, and so many more are showing during this pandemic. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts for everything they have done and continue to do to help keep us all safe and healthy and to save as many lives as possible. Thank you. We are also so grateful for those 2020 graduates going into the healthcare profession who will soon find themselves on the front lines of this pandemic as well. You got this. But you don't just have to hear it from us. Even amidst their busy shifts, these frontline healthcare workers found a few moments to share their congratulations and words of encouragement for the class of 2020. Let's take a look.
Hey, class of 2020, congrats on graduating, and a special shout out to all the nursing majors out there.
We are MGH nurses and are looking forward to working with you by our sides. We are all in this together. Hello from the MGH ICU.
Congrats on your graduation.
Best of luck in the fall.
We are Boston Medical Center ICU nurses. Congratulations on your graduation. We know times are tough, but you got this.
We're so proud of you. Congrats!
Hello from the Beth Israel Deaconess Emergency Department. Us workers on the front line just wanted to send the congratulations out to the class of 2020.
Hello from Lawrence General Hospital. We just want to let the class of 2020 know. Congratulations! We know it's been difficult, but thank you for staying safe and staying home.
Hi everyone, we're some of the healthcare providers at the San Francisco VA. We just wanted to reach out and say congratulations to the class of 2020. We are so excited to have you join us on the front lines as healthcare providers.
Congrats, class of 2020 from St. Vincent's Emergency Room.
Hi, my name is John. I'm an ER attending physician in Massachusetts, and I just want to say a few words of congratulations. You have chosen a career where altruism and selflessness are essential, but I'm sure you never expected having to exemplify them so often, so relentlessly, and so early on your journey. More than ever, we need your fresh ideas, your idealism, and your unembittered spirit. We are grateful for you, and as you take the first steps into your new world, know that we, your colleagues, your families, and your friends are incredibly proud of you. Congratulations and welcome to the greatest team on earth.
That was so beautiful. Watching it again was really, really touching and really wonderful to see. So now I have a special guest who's going to join me live. It's Maureen Watson of Pandora Jewelry. Let's bring her in. Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Windsor. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited that we are chatting. I just want to introduce you to everybody. Everyone, this is Maureen Watson. She is the Director of Brand Marketing at Pandora Jewelry. Maureen, we are so excited to be chatting with you today about Pandora and graduation and everything that the brand is doing to give back to the class of 2020.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here too.
So tell me why Pandora has come in to support the class of 2020. You were an amazing partner and sponsor of our I'm Still Graduating virtual ceremony that we did on May 15th. Why did Pandora come in this year?
Well, Pandora has always been about self-expression, playfulness, and giving our Pandora family pieces to celebrate diverse stories. And as these stories have evolved with the current situation that we're in, we're really looking for ways to not only bring joy to students during these milestones, like prom and graduation, but also to commemorate moments that Pandora has always commemorated, like birthdays and other achievements. So it's really our privilege to honor the graduating class of 2020. The graduates are tomorrow's leaders, and we want to ensure they have just a special opportunity to celebrate graduation. It's a huge accomplishment and should not go unnoticed.
I could not agree more. And I think that that was one of the things we wanted to do with I'm Still Graduating this year is students felt like, wait, I'm graduating, but my graduation ceremony was canceled. Am I still graduating? Is this still, or am I just done? And we wanted to make sure they knew, yes, you're still graduating. We're still doing this thing for you to celebrate you. And it looks different this year. Life looks different this year for everybody. But you should still celebrate this moment and this achievement because it is a really big deal to graduate from high school or from college or from graduate school. It's a huge thing, and you deserve to remember that. So one of my favorite things about jewelry in general is when I get it as a gift. I love it because it's sentimental, and whenever I wear it, I remember that point in time, right, in that moment. And I think it's so nice for that. So Pandora came in, it was an amazing partner for I'm Still Graduating. I want to show some of the pieces that my audience, the Her Campus audience, picked out for me on Instagram. So we showed them a lot of the different stuff. So they picked out the jewelry that I wore during the live stream. I was the MC on Friday. Were you able to watch any of it?
I was. It was great. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
And it felt really special. You know, in a way, it's extra special in some ways that the graduates will always remember this very unique way they celebrated their graduation, like no other class has before.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was fun and such an honor to be able to MC or host that with all of the different celebrity speakers that we had come in to celebrate the class of 2020. So I was really happy. Pandora Jewelry sent me all these different options. You all did. And our team, our audience picked out this kind of multi-mixed metals stacked ring that I wore, these really beautiful sterling silver Suzy studs that I wore, and then also this bangle that has one of the 2020 charms on it. And it's these books with a little diploma and a grad cap, and it says 2020, which went on this bangle, which I really loved. So Maureen, why is Pandora jewelry a perfect graduation gift? I would love to talk about the timelessness of the charm bracelet and Pandora's 2020 graduation charms.
Well, at Pandora, we believe our mission is about giving a voice to people's loves. So whether those are their passions, people they love, places, a pet that they love, and our selection of jewelry really tells the story of a graduate's journey while recognizing the importance of that special moment in their lives with pieces like the graduation book charm or the dangle charm that has a little cap on it. And the message in these pieces is that education lasts a lifetime. And the same way our jewelry can bring joy and spark memories for many years to come, it's just really a perfect way to commemorate that special moment in a graduate's life.
Absolutely. So you all sent me a couple of the different bracelets. This is one, and this little wise owl charm I love.
I love him.
On here. And then here's another bracelet. It's the one that I wore on Friday and has the books. It says 2020. It's hard to get it focused on my camera, but it's such a cute charm. It has a little graduation cap and the tassel dangles and moves on there as well. So I want to share my screen and actually show, and Maureen, I want to say thank you to you because on the Pandora website, on the graduation gifts page, you all featured our I'm Still Graduating ceremony, which was so exciting for us to see. And we love collaborating with brands who are proud to sponsor our events and proud to come on board and help us celebrate the class of 2020. So I want to talk about this Pandora tribute video that we have, which is so exciting. So if you go on imstillgraduating.com and you click and get involved, create a tribute to a grad right here, it'll pull up this page. And this page is on Tribute, which is a really amazing company that allows you to record a tribute video. You send it out to friends, families, loved ones of your grad, and then they can record a video and send that to the grad. And normally there's a fee for this, but Pandora came in and sponsored this. So I would love to know why Pandora is offering free tribute videos to the class of 2020.
We really wanted to be part of celebrating the class of 2020. The tribute videos are a perfect way to congratulate grads and also offer family members and loved ones a opportunity to do something that's personalized, celebratory, and just to share it in a broad-reaching way, since we know many people won't be able to be together for graduation. And these tribute videos are just another way that Pandora has really stepped up to honor this special moment for our whole entire Pandora family.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love this. So again, if you go to imstillgraduating.com, under Get Involved, create a tribute to a grad, and this will take you to this page, tribute.co/hercampus, where you can see all the information, and then the promo code is Pandora, where you can record your free tribute video for your favorite grad. So last couple questions. Maureen, what advice or words of wisdom do you have for this year's graduating class?
Well, graduation has always been about transition, but especially in this time, the class of 2020 has the opportunity to be true pioneers. The pioneer is actually my high school mascot. And this year's graduation, or this year's graduates, are experiencing this huge milestone in a world that looks very different from ever before, one that requires bold vision, new creative ways of thinking. So celebrate the moment, be excited about the opportunities that lie ahead, and continue telling your stories, because at Pandora, we will also continue to celebrate all of these huge milestones.
Absolutely. So changing the gears just a little bit, being the director of brand marketing for a brand like Pandora is such an amazing job. So how did you get where you are in your career? Do you have any career advice for this year's graduating, especially college seniors?
Yes, I was thinking back on my, last year at college and transitioning into the working world recently. And from my perspective, I just remind all of the graduates that your career is a journey, and it's not about where you start, but what you learn in each role and how you use that experience to grow and prepare for the next role, and then how you use that role to grow and learn and prepare for the next role after that. When I first started my career, my first job was not my dream job, and it was definitely different than I anticipated before I started, but it prepared me for my next role. And then, that role again helped get me prepped and ready for the next one after that. So while these are very unique circumstances to graduate in, I really think it's going to inspire all of the graduates to be more agile, to be more creative, more innovative. And I can't wait to see what everyone is able to accomplish. It's a very exciting time.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I do think it is a life skill that these graduates are honing right now. I mean, this unfortunately is the world that they're in, but I think that they're going to be much more adaptable and able to kind of roll with the punches after having this pretty dramatic world that they've entered into right when they're beginning their careers.
Right. I mean, if they can, which they will, get started and kick off their career during, such different times like this, the rest of their careers should be a breeze.
Absolutely. Well, Maureen, thank you so much for taking the time, and thank you again for Pandora's support of I'm Still Graduating and the class of 2020.
Thank you so much, Windsor. This was so fun.
Talk to you soon.
Congrats to all of the graduates.
Yes, congrats, class of 2020. Bye.
Bye.
So next we have one of our student speakers, Bushra Amiwala, who was an absolutely amazing speaker on Friday. She is a member of the class of 2020. She is graduating this year, and I am really excited to show you what she had to say to her fellow graduates. Let's bring on Bushra.
Hello, my name is Bushra Amiwala, and I am a member of the DePaul University class of 2020. I'm super excited to be one of the student speakers today, and I'm really proud to be a part of the 2020 graduating class. We're the graduates who made it out during COVID amidst a global pandemic like no other. We're never just one thing. We find ourselves put into categories that help define who we are, but we will always be too big, too complex, and too wonderful to fit into just one. I'm an American politician. I'm a Muslim woman. And I'm many things. In 2017, at the age of 19, I ran for the Cook County Board of Commissioners. I got a lot of exciting media attention. Not only was I the youngest person to get my name on the ballot, but the first Muslim American woman to run for the spot. My religious identity and cultural background created a lot of buzz during the time where there were no other Muslim women in American politics. But then I noticed the newspaper headlines. Young Muslim woman runs for office. Muslim teenager wears stylish light pink hijab. No one knew my name. For the first time, Muslim women were being represented in politics, but I became only that, the Muslim woman. Here I am, thinking I'm breaking stereotypes, serving as a voice for other marginalized communities, but I was reduced to one thing. I wasn't even given a name in articles. I felt the campaign slipping through my fingers, taking away my name, felt like they were taking away my power. But the heaviness of self doubt and insecurity wasn't enough to stop me. So I went door to door, empowering communities who felt left out of politics to be a part of the conversation. Their votes mattered and they needed to know the power they held. That year, I lost that election, but my campaign resulted in historical voter turnout with double the amount of voters than the previous years, and that's where I won. Every day of my campaign, I feared that I wouldn't be the best representation, but I kept going. I wanted others who thought they were voiceless to believe in themselves, to believe their voices mattered. One of my initial and most valuable insights as a student was that if I wanted something, all I had to do was ask, with every intention of putting in the work that came with it. The professors in my life have always maintained the mantra, ask and you shall receive. The first time I ran for public office, I lost. But 6 months later, I ran for office again and learned to run my campaign the way I would a business, and am proud to carry the title of being the youngest Muslim elected official in the United States. Each graduate today has gotten here, although here is looking much different for each of us as we celebrate at home, because we have asked, worked tirelessly, cultivated experiences, found mentors, and are finally cashing in with the bright futures ahead of us. And today on graduation, I hope many of you realize that this is just a start. This is a beginning for us, and my advice is simply that. Put out not only the energy you want into the world, but verbalize it. Speak it into existence. I will always remember seeing my name on the news headline that says, Bushra Amiwala reflects on her win. I finally had a name, one based on my passions and values and not the assumptions of others. And now it's your turn. What name will you make for yourself? Congratulations, class of 2020. Hello, my name is Bushra Amiwala and I am a member of the DePaul University class of 2020. I'm super excited to be one of the students.
Hey y'all, I'm Gianna Darville, a graduating senior at Oakwood University and a native of Memphis, Tennessee, out here repping the Truth Orange class of 2020. I don't know about you, but I am so excited that we've reached this milestone. And even though things are ending a little bit differently than we planned, I honestly wouldn't change any other part of my journey. Ever since I started college and decided to major in public relations, I knew that I wanted to be part of something that was bigger than just, well, me. I love making new friends and creating content that I and my friends actually care about. And getting to see how the little changes that I make every day can help someone else is honestly what wakes me up in the morning. I've done a lot of really dope stuff that I'm super proud of in college, particularly working around inclusion and diversity in my field of PR. But when I became a Truth Ambassador this past year, I found a new home for all of those passions. I created a YouTube channel called Pretty Ugly Truth to help empower my friends to make educated choices about their health. On top of that, this incredible journey has taken me and my puff on the Today Show to Capitol Hill, into my community, and on the campaign trail in the freezing state of Iowa during caucus season to ask presidential candidates about issues that directly affect us. I did this A, because it was super fun, and B, because I'm just trying to leave the world a little bit better than it was yesterday. Choosing to stand up for something on top of being a sister, a friend, a student, an intern, and lots of other things taught me how to identify and hone in on my purpose, how to become a more responsible and disciplined person, and it showed me that having the right people in my circle can make all of the difference in the world. My college experience has completely changed my perspective and helped me prepare for life after this in ways that I really couldn't expect. Because of this work, I've made lifelong friendships with people who get me because they get what I stand for. I can tell you from personal experience, when you're aligned with friends and mentors that want to make a positive change, whatever that change might be, you'll grow beyond what you could possibly imagine. Other people saw potential in me that I really couldn't see at the time, and I know that same potential and resilience lives in you guys as well. Take the time that you need to adjust and recognize that this whole situation is unlike anything we've ever experienced. But what we can't do is let this discourage us into complete silence or inaction. I've realized that I'm at my happiest and my healthiest when I'm taking action, which is probably why I've dragged a bunch of my friends in on this journey as well. I've seen my own confidence and my friends' confidence grow because we found a goal that kept us centered and focused, which definitely helps when life throws you curveballs like, I don't know, a global pandemic. Now, classmates, let's get real for a second. I know things seem really uncertain right now, but the work does not stop here at graduation. Instead, we've got to continue this fight, reaching behind us and bringing along the next generation of leaders and innovators that are already enacting change. Thank you so much to everybody who made this event possible, and a special shout out to my Truth Orange classmates and those of you that are already making change at your schools, in your communities, and across the country. With everything going on, it's really easy to feel forgotten or overlooked. I get it, I've been there. But if nobody else tells you today, I see you, we support you, and I'm totally obsessed with you. Congratulations, class of 2020. Let's keep the party going and change the world. See you.
No, Gianna, we are obsessed with you. That was so amazing. Thank you again for an absolutely incredible speech on Friday. Our student speakers are so inspiring, and with graduation, we thought it was really important to highlight them. So really excited to hear all of their speeches and have everyone show up. The next speaker whose video we want to bring back from I'm Still Graduating on Friday is Michelle McQuality-Kelly. She is the CEO of Lilly Pulitzer. And Lilly Pulitzer came and sponsored the event. They sponsored what I was wearing on Friday. It was great. And they also are offering a discount to the class of 2020. It is class of 2020 is the discount code, and you can find more in the shop on imstillgraduating.com. Let's bring on Michelle McQuality-Kelly.
To the class of 2020, congratulations on your graduation. This is a tremendous accomplishment representing years of hard work. I am so excited that we at Lilly Pulitzer get to celebrate your accomplishments with you virtually this weekend. I hope you have many more virtual, Zoom, and family moments planned to celebrate all your hard work with as much or even more fun, passion, and fanfare as any class that has come before you. While the spring really hasn't gone the way any of us has expected, I know many moments for you this spring have had to be canceled, postponed, or changed. I want to let you know I have been amazed at the way the class of 2020 has shown just the most incredible amount of creativity and innovation in the ways you're celebrating, not just graduation, but all of the milestones that were expected this spring. And your determination to honor and commemorate these important milestones despite the circumstances has just been wonderful to watch. The Lilly Pulitzer brand was founded on the basis of making the most of an unexpected situation. While the situation is very different and unprecedented, we do celebrate creativity, resilience, hard work, and the power of coming together every day at Lilly Pulitzer. These are values we are leaning on as a company now more than ever before. And these are values that the class of 2020 has already been showing off in spades through the spring. These are the sorts of traits, creativity, resilience, hard work, coming together that I would be talking about in any graduation speech, no matter what year. These are great traits that I would be speaking about because I think they're so important to happiness and success later on. But you, the class of 2020, you have already learned the importance of these traits in a better way than I could ever talk about it. You have learned it through experience, through the spring. These traits will serve you unbelievably well in the future. I am so confident that the class of 2020 will do great things. While the circumstances are tough right now, know that the resilience you are building and the creativity that you are showing, those are the building blocks of accomplishments and tremendous success in the future. I believe in you, class of 2020, and I can't wait to see all you accomplish. On behalf of everyone at Lilly Pulitzer, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Michelle. That was so beautiful. And we are so appreciative of you and Lilly Pulitzer's support for I'm Still Graduating in the class of 2020. Everyone, if you want to go and shop, the discount code is class of 2020, all in caps, and you can see some of our favorite items on imstillgraduating.com under the shop tab at the very top of the screen. Next, we have one of the very first speakers to commit to being a commencement speaker at I'm Still Graduating, our longtime friend, Rebecca Minkoff. Excited to bring her on now.
Hi graduates, Rebecca Minkoff here, speaking to you from quarantine, as I'm sure you are. I know this is not the way that you imagined your graduation would be. I don't think any of us imagined going into this that we'd still be in quarantine right now, but I wanted to send you some inspirational messages, some things I've been thinking about for you, just to help you begin to reframe this experience and how to truly take the silver linings out of it. The three things I really wanted to talk about today are perspective, resilience, and evolution. I think when you look at history, and while this might seem to be the hardest thing that you or I have ever had to go through, history shows us that there have been much worse times, there have been world wars, and yet every single time humanity has come out the other side and has thrived. I think when I look at this, I try to remind myself about my parents and my grandparents who had to flee the Holocaust and leave Germany and rebuild, starting over into a foreign world where they didn't even speak the English language. I think every time I think it's hard to homeschool my kids or my business is struggling, I go, let's just remember who has had to go through much harder things in history, and that we are lucky to have roofs above our heads, to have a family, and to have people and friends that love and care about us. I think the second word I wanted to relate to you today was resilience. The human race has shown time and time again how resilient we are, how we're able to come back from terrible things that might come our way, and to really use this time to explore how you can be resilient, how you can begin to thrive, and how you can take something that is as devastating as not getting to graduate after all of your hard work and all of your studies, but how you can turn something that might be bad into good. I keep choosing to look through the lens of positivity and find the silver linings wherever I can, be it exercising in the middle of the day, getting to sleep a little bit longer, or spending massive amounts of quality time with my children. And I'm sure you can find the silver linings in what's going on in your life too. The third thing I wanted to leave you with is evolution. We, through trials, usually come up with our best, most imaginative plans. And I feel that some of you are going to create the next way of working, the next way of doing business, the next direct-to-consumer product. Now is your time to evolve, to take this moment where working from home has become the new normal, or remote learning or remote work has become the new normal, and what can you do to evolve, and also what can you do to help others? I have no doubt that you are all talented, you are all hardworking, and you will find great solutions and great answers to problems that have been sort of bothering us as workers since Henry Ford created the modern workday. So I know you can do it. I know you can thrive. Happy congratulations. You did it to the class of 2020. Bye. Hi.
My name.
That was so fantastic. And I'm so grateful to Rebecca Minkoff for coming in and doing a speech for us. Also, thank you, Rebecca, for being the very first person to commit to being a commencement speaker for I'm Still Graduating. We appreciate you so much and appreciate your partnership. Rebecca Minkoff also has offered a discount code for 35% off for any member of the class of 2020. The code is 2020 graduates 35. 2020 graduates 35. For any Rebecca Minkoff bags, which is super exciting. Our next speaker is our last speaker whose speech we're going to replay for you. Her name is Tarina Ahuja, and she is also a member of the class of 2020. Let's bring her on.
My name is Tarina Ahuja, and I'm a member of the Madeira School's class of 2020. The class of 2020 is unexpected. From witnessing the rise of fidget spinners to seeing TikTok become the latest form of sophisticated communication, to having our senior year halted by a global pandemic, We have seen a lot of unexpected things. But through it all, we embody what it means to stand strong in an ever-changing world. When this all started, I felt a hurricane of emotions. From sadness to anger to resentment, I felt alone and powerless as I saw my senior year disappear before my eyes and millions around the world lose formative moments of their lives, all due to this merciless virus. Then, one night, as I was processing my emotions, I opened my drawer to find a light blue t-shirt reading "When Pigs Fly" next to a charming cartoon of a smiley pig with wings. You see, this shirt belonged to my grandfather, a massive force in infusing me with my values in life. As I stared at the shirt, my outlook began to change. It made me feel many things: hope, imagination, optimism, resilience, and empathy. It served as a larger reminder that we have the ability to turn the impossible into the possible. Every time I sat down with my grandfather, he made me repeat his most beloved phrase: stay happy, healthy, holy, hilarious, all the time. Herein lies his life's motto, and the reason why that shirt means more to me than the threads that bind it. It's the lesson I hold dear. Allow idealistic optimism to guide you in all of life's endeavors. Though this shirt may have a personal meaning to me, the class of 2020 is cut from the same sky blue cloth because we hold these values in a way that's unprecedented. We've grown up with the rise of climate change, terrorism, mass shootings, and so much more, but we still face the world with such compassion and grace as we look for ways to take action and find solutions. The youth have always been changemakers, as the bearers of a new revolution of empathy. I have seen this revolution firsthand. I have seen the power of diverse voices through a phenomenal organization, Running Start, that gives young women a platform to run for political office. I have seen the power of the youth voice through a virtual town hall for the Greater Good Initiative, an organization I co-founded working to write and advocate for sustainable and nonpartisan policy. But more than anything, I have seen the power of youth and the class of 2020 coming together to support one another and our communities during these uncertain times. We trade in complacence for action. We stand here today, hailing from different parts of the world with different backgrounds. And though we may be confined to digital screens, that in no way diminishes our power. As we make masks, write policy, fundraise for essential workers, and send joyful videos to the elderly, we keep mobilizing. That makes us not only the leaders of tomorrow, but the leaders of today. And if that's not resilience, I don't know what is. We were born as 9/11 shook the world, and we are graduating as COVID-19 shakes the world once again. But we know how to take challenges, work a little magic, and come out with something even more beautiful. Our futures may be unwritten and uncertain, but I believe with every fiber of my being that empathy and optimism will push us forward so we can be the movers and shakers we always have been. This era has brought with it feelings and emotions that are complex. For many of us, it feels as though our childhood is ending right before our eyes. But the one certainty is that this optimism will help us and preserve our idealism. If I can be bold enough to offer one piece of advice, I would say this: lean in to the unexpected because it makes us stronger. Yes, this is not what we expected, but all of it has made us more resilient and more empathetic. So we are the generation that is going to build bridges of kindness and walls of empathy. We are not going to just study history, but make it. We are going to set the world ablaze with innovative ideas and relentless love. So the world better watch out, because we are the class of 2020 and we are still graduating.
Tarina, that was incredible. I'm so glad I got to show you all that again because she was one of my absolute favorite speakers that we had on Friday. So one more quick little video to show you. We did some watch parties on Friday as part of our graduation ceremony. We called in to a bunch of different members of the class of 2020 who were watching live and celebrating with their families. And then we had a little dance party. So let's go to that.
If there's one thing that's true about almost all graduation ceremonies, is that they're long. And this one is no exception. But for good reason. We've got some insanely amazing speakers, performers, and surprises coming for you. But first, we've all been sitting for a while, so as our favorite duo, Meredith Grey and Christina Yang would say, let's dance it out.
That was so fun to film, and we are really, really grateful to our entire production team. So on Friday, we were filming here in Atlanta, Georgia at Park Studios. We worked with the With agency to help us produce, and Bravest Balloons did the backdrop. So we were really grateful to all of them for helping us. But again, I'm so glad you're here. It's been so much fun hanging out with you today on this Tuesday afternoon and watching I'm Still Graduating and some of those highlights with you. If you want to tune in, you can watch the full live stream on imstillgraduating.com right there on the homepage, or if you're watching from there right now, just refresh in a few minutes and we'll have that full video of I'm Still Graduating show up here on imstillgraduating.com. Remember to make your grad announcement or tell your favorite member of the class of 2020 to make their grad announcement, because we are going to be picking those 20 faces of the future for Neutrogena, giving them each a $1,000 gift and a VIP ticket to Doing My Best Fest. That is our next big event at her campus, Doing My Best Fest. So save the date for July 18th, 2020. Big virtual event focused on health, career, and money. So three big things, so wellness or health, career, and money, three huge focuses for recent grads and young people. And we want to be here and help make sure you are set up to do your best, no matter what the circumstances may be. So we're here for you at her campus. We love you, we support you, and we are so grateful to you for tuning in today and for joining us with everything that we've been doing. So thank you for tuning in. We had we're at 1.4 million streams of our graduation ceremony on Friday, which is just incredible. So thank you all for tuning in. We are so excited to be here with you and living through this moment together. So thank you all. We will see you on July 18th at Doing My Best Fest, and obviously back here much sooner than that. Have a great rest of your day.